Stress. We all experience it, that feeling of being overwhelmed, pressured, or unable to cope. In today's fast-paced world, stress has become a constant companion for many. But what exactly is stress? Stress is the body's natural response to challenges or demands. It's a survival mechanism designed to help us cope with difficult situations. When we perceive a threat, our brain triggers a cascade of physical and chemical changes, preparing us to either fight or flee. While short-term stress can be beneficial, providing the burst of energy and focus needed to meet deadlines or perform well under pressure, chronic or long-term stress can have detrimental effects on our physical and mental well-being. It's like a low-grade alarm constantly ringing in the background, slowly chipping away at our health and happiness. But understanding the science behind stress is the first step towards taking control and living a healthier, more fulfilling life. When we encounter a stressful situation, our body releases a surge of hormones, including adrenaline and cortisol. Adrenaline, the fight-or-flight hormone, increases heart rate, elevates blood pressure, and boosts energy supplies, preparing us to confront the challenge head-on. Cortisol, on the other hand, is a powerful hormone that helps the body manage stress over the long term. It regulates blood sugar levels, suppresses the immune system, and aids in metabolism. In small doses, these hormones are essential for our survival. They help us stay alert, focused, and energized. However, when we experience chronic stress, these hormones are constantly elevated, wreaking havoc on our bodies. Imagine your body as a car. Short-term stress is like stepping on the gas pedal, giving you a burst of speed when you need it. But chronic stress is like driving with your foot on the gas pedal all the time. Eventually, something's got to give. Your engine will overheat, your brakes will wear down, and your car won't function as it should. The same is true for our bodies. Chronic stress can lead to a wide range of health problems, affecting everything from our hearts to our minds. Stress doesn't just affect our bodies, it takes a toll on our minds as well. Chronic stress can contribute to a wide range of mental health issues, including anxiety, depression, and burnout. When we're stressed, our thoughts race, we have difficulty concentrating, and we may experience mood swings, irritability, and difficulty sleeping. Over time, these symptoms can become debilitating, interfering with our work, relationships, and overall quality of life. Anxiety, a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, is a common response to stress. When we're constantly bombarded with stressors, our bodies remain in a heightened state of alert, leading to feelings of anxiety and panic. Depression, on the other hand, is a more complex mental health disorder characterized by persistent sadness, hopelessness, and loss of interest in activities once enjoyed. Chronic stress can contribute to depression by disrupting the balance of neurochemicals in the brain, including serotonin and dopamine, which play a crucial role in regulating mood. Burnout, a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged or excessive stress, is another common consequence of chronic stress. It's characterized by feelings of cynicism, detachment, and a lack of accomplishment. The impact of stress on our physical health is undeniable. Chronic stress is a major contributor to many serious health problems, including heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, and weakened immune function. When we're stressed, our blood pressure and heart rate increase, putting extra strain on our cardiovascular system. Over time, this can lead to the buildup of plaque in the arteries, increasing the risk of heart attack and stroke. Stress can also disrupt blood sugar levels, increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes. Cortisol, the stress hormone, promotes the storage of fat, particularly in the abdominal area. This excess belly fat is associated with an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. Chronic stress can also weaken our immune system, making us more susceptible to infections and illnesses. Cortisol suppresses the immune system, reducing the production of white blood cells, which are essential for fighting off infections. The link between stress and physical health is complex and multifaceted, but one thing is clear. Chronic stress takes a toll on our bodies, increasing the risk of developing a wide range of serious health problems. Section 5. Stress in action, real-life examples. The effects of stress are not just theoretical, they are all too real for millions of people around the world. Consider Sarah, a high-powered executive who juggles a demanding job, family responsibilities, and a hectic social life. Constantly feeling the pressure to excel in all areas of her life, Sarah often works long hours, skips meals, and survives on caffeine and sugar. She rarely finds time for exercise or relaxation, and her sleep is often interrupted by worries about work and family. As the stress mounts, Sarah begins to experience a range of physical and mental health problems. She suffers from frequent headaches, digestive issues, and insomnia. She feels anxious, irritable, and overwhelmed, and her relationships with loved ones begin to suffer. Sarah's story is not unique. Millions of people experience the debilitating effects of chronic stress every day. From the student struggling to cope with exams to the single parent working 2 jobs to make ends meet, stress knows no boundaries. Section 6. Taming the Beast Practical Stress Management Techniques. The good news is that stress is manageable. There are many effective techniques that can help us reduce stress, improve our coping mechanisms, and regain control of our lives. These techniques are not one-size-fits-all. What works for one person may not work for another. The key is to find what works best for you and make it a part of your daily routine. One of the most effective ways to manage stress is to engage in regular physical activity. Exercise releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects, reduces levels of stress hormones like cortisol, and improves sleep quality. Another powerful stress management technique is mindfulness, which involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and yoga, can help us become more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations, allowing us to observe them without getting swept away by them. Connecting with others and building strong social support networks is also crucial for managing stress. Talking to a trusted friend, family member, or therapist can provide a valuable outlet for our emotions, help us gain perspective on our problems, and remind us that we're not alone. Exercise is not just about building a better body, it's about building a better, more resilient brain. When we engage in physical activity, our bodies release endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects. These natural painkillers and mood elevators can help alleviate stress, reduce anxiety, and even combat mild to moderate depression. Think of exercise as a reset button for your brain. It helps clear out the cobwebs of stress and allows you to approach challenges with a fresh perspective. Whether you prefer a brisk walk in the park, a heart-pumping run, a dance class, or a yoga session, find an activity you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. In today's hyper-connected world, our minds are constantly bombarded with information and distractions. This constant stimulation can leave us feeling overwhelmed, anxious, and disconnected from ourselves and the present moment. Mindfulness offers a powerful antidote to this modern-day malady. It's about learning to pay attention to the present moment without judgment, cultivating a sense of awareness and acceptance of our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations. Mindfulness practices such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, and yoga can help us calm our minds, reduce stress, and improve our overall well-being. Even a few minutes of mindfulness each day can make a difference. Start by finding a quiet space where you can sit or lie down comfortably. Close your eyes and turn your attention to your breath, noticing the rise and fall of your chest as you inhale and exhale. Don't worry if your mind wanders. Simply acknowledge the thought and gently guide your attention back to your breath. We are social creatures by nature, wired for connection and belonging. When we feel stressed or overwhelmed, reaching out to others for support can make a world of difference. Talking to a trusted friend, family member, or therapist can provide a valuable outlet for our emotions, help us gain perspective on our problems, and remind us that we're not alone in our struggles. Sharing our burdens with others can lighten the load, even if it doesn't change the situation itself. Knowing that we have people in our corner who care about us and are there to listen can provide a sense of comfort and security. If you're struggling to cope with stress, don't hesitate to reach out for professional help. A therapist can provide you with the tools and support you need to manage stress, improve your coping mechanisms, and enhance your overall well-being. Living a stress-free life doesn't mean avoiding challenges or pretending that difficulties don't exist. It's about equipping ourselves with the tools and techniques we need to navigate life's inevitable ups and downs with resilience and grace. By understanding the science of stress, recognizing the detrimental effects it can have on our physical and mental health, and incorporating stress management techniques into our daily routines, we can take control of our stress levels and live healthier, happier, and more fulfilling lives. Remember, stress management is an ongoing journey, not a destination. There will be times when stress rears its ugly head, but by developing healthy coping mechanisms, we can learn to ride the waves of stress without letting them capsize our boats.